The purpose of outsourcing is to allow corporations to move beyond traditional marketplaces and geographical regions to what is now a global economy. This global economy has taken jobs and businesses and moved them to other service providers in order to sustain profitability. The decision to outsource is a vast and complex process with many advantages and disadvantages. One can argue that the decision process that is used to outsource maintenance comes down to a need to decrease costs and increase performance or output. While each firm has its own set of characteristics and strategies driving a decision model and utilize different levels or types of outsourcing to achieve this goal, they are all accountable to their shareholders and a desire to increase profits. The decision to outsource maintenance needs to take into account more than just cost and performance. There is an apparent risk to future business and both the aircraft and personnel when others outside the organization are performing maintenance. Consideration needs to be given to safety, contractual vehicles, oversight, and planning to ensure that outsourcing of maintenance is a success. Outsourcing provides a firm with numerous benefits and cost savings being a large driving force. A firm is able to establish a reduction in the cost per maintenance event by bringing together large volumes of work into a single location. Offshore facilities also may provide a significant reduction in the labor costs compared to those in the US, especially those in Latin America. Outsourcing maintenance also has the benefit of increasing aircraft availability. Streamlined facilities with an expert workforce specialize in the conduct of maintenance and can dramatically reduce turnaround time with their available resources. Maintenance facilities also are able to reduce the overall maintenance burden, conduct flying repairs, and establish mobile repair parties. Dramatic cost savings per maintenance event are possible given unscheduled maintenance arises. It is not uncommon for a firm to have an additional $100,000 or more in unscheduled maintenance costs. Mitigation is critical for future success and is possible via contractual means by establishing a firm fixed price or a catalog price depending on the maintenance event. There is no single drawback to outsourcing maintenance more critical than the impact on aircraft safety. Decision makers need to weigh heavily any safety implications and potential mitigation measures accordingly. There are unfortunately far too many examples of outsourcing failures causing a reduction in the level of safety, aircraft crashes, and fatalities. The FAA oversees and regulates all U.S. air carriers and MROs. This includes offshore MROs that complete work on U.S. registered aircraft. While the onus is on the MRO to achieve certification, the cost will likely be passed on to the customer. With approximately 5,000 FAA certified MROs worldwide, oversight becomes a challenge. While the cost per maintenance event may be significantly reduced, it may come at an increase in the overall risk to the aircraft. Maintenance errors are not isolated to the outside firm, but the criticality of the work drives a requirement for additional oversight. Oversight risk can be mitigated by a reputable external organization or permanently stationed quality control representative. The final decision on whether or not to outsource maintenance comes down to a balance between operational and financial impacts. The need to establish a robust contract and adequate oversight are paramount to mitigate against any risk to the aircraft or personnel. The low labor rates and reduction in maintenance burdens are attractive. The final decision needs to weigh the risks accordingly.